And after Poland, I get to pick if I want to invade Norway North, which is the area around Trondheim, where I actually lived here, or Norway South, which is taking Oslo and the coastal cities. I think Norway South is the more interesting scenario, so I will pick it. Yes, my friend Nikolaus. Capture victory access, which include Oslo, Kristiansand, Stavanger, and Bergen. Up there, yes. Remember, these are supply access, don't need to take them. And I get another ability. It's an entrenchment killer. Maybe not this absolutely best one, but you can stack it with a heavy artillery piece or a strategic bomber, and then it can do 4 or 5 points of entrenchment, 6 entrenchment even. So they come in various levels, times 2, times 3, times 4. So this one is one of the good ones. So I'm not super excited, but I'm not disappointed. So it's an okay hero. So let's have a look at the strategic map here. You have a lot of Norwegian defending Viken, which is this area up the Oslo fjord. Oslo here, but the right hand side here is only lightly defended by Oscarsborg fort, the one that historically sank Blücher. Here is the airfield at Kjeller, and there is also an airfield here at Fornebu. And this is Lillehammer beyond Mjøsa. This is where the north and south scenarios kind of meet, because the northern scenario will coming down the Gudbrandsdalen Valley here. There is also an area here, Kristiansand, that has to be taken. So my main invasion force will land along the coast here and take Kristiansand. Then it will send fast-moving units, artillery in here to take Stavanger. I have the opportunity to deploy 2 ground units here and here. Instead of landing those 2 here at Stavanger, all will meet up and land in the area around Bergen, where they will make their way into the hills and mountains and cross the mountain and go to Oslo. In the meantime, the people that have the units that have taken Stavanger will move up along the coast, and they will come together in one attack from the left here. Then I will send my remaining forces to land in Østfold at Fredrikstad and make their way inland, so that we take Oslo from basically 3 sides. After that, it will be just mopping up. But as you can see from this map, it's just a lot of hills and mountains and forests, except in this area along the strip of coast there. So tanks, not needed. I'm going to send 1 tank, my hero tank. The other 2 tanks will go into storage. I noticed one thing that I haven't noticed before. Since I'm playing with both infantry and Panzer General, I get way more units than I usually do. My prestige pool isn't that big actually, so I think after I freshen up all my units here, I'm not going to have that much prestige left. Also, this anti-aircraft gun, I'm sure it's nice to have, but I don't see... Well, first of all, it's going to be tricky to get it into position, and also the Norwegians are not known for their fantastic air force. So elite replacement, very cheap between scenarios. So my artillery is good. I could actually downgrade these 3 to 10.5 centimeters, because the Norwegians, they won't have armor, and the only thing that 15 centimeter does is give me anti-tank support and a tiny bit extra soft attack. So if I notice that I would rather have more infantry, I can downgrade this 3 and get 3 slots free. Because you see, I only have 4 slots. The recon, also not sure I need that one. I will repair them even if I don't use them, because I like to know how much prestige I have. But it goes into the reserve, and it goes into the reserve. Then I have my 6th infantry, and as you can see from the map here, using bridge infantry is not going to be a thing. So I can turn the bridge infantry into something else, and I will turn them into something else called Gebirgsjäger. And they will have one of these nice half tracks, which actually add their combat stats to the combat stats of this unit. And Gebirgsjäger, of course, have the Alpine, so they have +4 attack and defense, and I think that also includes close defense, so they have 6 close defense in Holmsen Mountains. Very handy in Norway. Plus, they move relatively easy. They don't need to have half tracks, but I like half tracks. So we can use now, and not Gebirgsjäger, they are going to stay, cancel. They're going to stay pioneers, just give them the half track. And give them the half track, the 2nd pioneer. So now I have 2 pioneers and I have 1 Gebirgsjäger. And I think these guys, they want to be Jägers too. And for the Norway scenario, I think they all want to be Jägers. But now we are in the rather odd position that I have 7 slots left, not too much prestige actually. So maybe I won't even need all these units. 2 pioneers are good. I will land 1 pioneer up here to help with capturing, and 1 artillery and 2 Jaegers, I guess. Maybe I should get yet another infantry. A 5th Jaeger. Is that too much? I think we can maybe decide to actually do this downgrade. It feels strange to downgrade my units, but I also want to demonstrate how the game works. So since the game works this way, I want to show how it can be done. So I get some slots back, and I also get a refund on prestige. And now I could possibly get a bigger air force, or I could have 1 more infantry. If I take 1 more infantry, I could land some extra infantry here. So I send 3 infantry over here. Would that be interesting? 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 block there. 1, 2, 3 there. Then I maybe need a 3rd pioneer. Oh, so many choices. I will take the 3rd pioneer. I will add to basket. Purchase. I still have a lot of units to buy. Can I maybe bring a 4th artillery? Yes, I can do that. And I still have both prestige and points left. This is very surprising, actually. Okay, I can go for yet another half-track Jaeger. Okay, that's pretty amazing. I never had this big a force in Norway before. I have 8 good infantry, just 1 tank and a recon, 4 good artillery, and decent air force. So I'm just gonna plop these down there. And I need a pioneer, and I need an artillery, and I want 1 of my mountain guys. Here I want a pioneer, and a mountain guy, and an artillery piece. And I guess One more Jaeger. And then this will be my main strike force along the coast with one of the paratroopers. The other paratrooper will go up here, I think. And now I have so many units that I don't really know what to do with all of them. That is strange. I think maybe this combination of infantry and panzer general I have underestimated. And deployment. Okay, so I skipped back just to the deployment phase. I discovered I had just 2 slots there, and I don't think I would be splitting my units, and this one is cheap anyway, so I'm taking a second one, and might as well. And now, ready for turn 1. So, first things first, I can just start by moving these guys. Okay. Just a quick look here. Ships have normal stats. There are auxiliaries, of course, and they have fuel and ammo. They have a lot. The thing here is they have the single entity trait. That means they shoot at full efficiency until they are sunk. But it should be worth noting that the naval rules haven't been fully implemented yet, so that would be a more polished and deeper experience once everything is in place. Pioneer can go stay here. Jaegers can go there. Could I go even further? Let's see. No, we can't reach all the way to the supply hex. No. We'll try to get the breacher to safety, since Oscar Borg haven't sunk it yet. Did I see this guy? Where did I was? Where did that come from? Oh. Yeah, I can reach him there. And I can reach him there, and I can protect my asset there. And let's screen my landing forces. Going too close to this one isn't too smart because it has a lot of naval attack. And I don't want to get submarined either. So now I have two spots here. I can also send this one to take out this anti-air thing. This is another auxiliary. I can put it up. Now he has to wait because he cannot mount and drop during the same round. I'm thinking of sending him up here. So can I actually do anything else? No, I think that's about it. Okay, so rain expected next round. So it hurts my... Okay, so my BF-109 is about as good as some Norwegian biplane. That is mildly surprising. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter as such. But, it's now encircled. Let's try to get rid of it. Where did that rascal go? Okay, he went there. They can't bomb anyway, so. Tank ashore. No, I couldn't make it retreat. Okay, so the first wave is ashore here. That's a strange situation. I don't think there has ever been bad weather in this scenario before. I have tried it before. Something like that. That certainly complicated things. Wow. This is the naval force shooting at me. This is a very strange thing that AI does, is walk out of defensive positions to ineffectually attack ships. And now the damage model for naval combat distance will be ready yet, so you are actually supposed to be able to repair ships at sea, but the damage will be divided between minor and major damage. So major damage can only be repaired in ports. It can also do things like reduce your movement or reduce your attack rating and so forth. While minor damage is sort of more like damage control. So Lucia isn't too happy at the moment. Can at the very least go over here and sink this rascal. As for my little unit here, I think it will retreat one step so it doesn't have to stand around here. So let's get rid of that one. There you see, now I have units there, so now it can move through the zone of control. It will not attack yet. And so it surrenders. And I will use this artillery to capture. All the ground units can capture flags in this game. And since I'm pretty sure there should be... Wasn't there a little Norwegian ship that got away here? Huh. I could have sworn. Yeah, well. I was wrong. So this invasion is well underway. And I was talking about this paratrooper here. It will land and advance. This Gebirgsjäger will land and advance. And this artillery will land and advance. And you can see the Norwegians have a little boat here, so I'll put my 7 strength Schneeb boat on top there. And I have 1, 2, so we have a Pioneer and a Jaeger here and artillery. That should be enough for this side of the fjord. And I have a scout unit that I will put down here. And I have an artillery unit that will also come ashore, but not this round. In the meantime, I can bomb. And I could... No, I can't fully reach the... I guess that's it. This one can advance inland. But we are going to wait a bit for my other units. Taking this fort is possible, but it is not needed. When these two come ashore, there are no other things for me to do in this area, so I'll just move inland. It's same with this one. It can be taken. You can land a paratrooper on this end of the island, and then you can bombard it with breacher and some planes, and after several rounds you can take it down. But you have to time it well, because the para you put here will be out of supply, so you can only attack as many times as it has ammunition, and if it takes suppression it can't recover them, and you cannot send it reinforcement, so you have to bombard and bomb first and then land the little bugger. Okay, so we are ashore, and I don't think I have any units left. No, so end turn. And then it comes to bomb. Okay, maybe they're not taking the 88 down. Well, there are 2 planes now. Norwegian upgrading. As you can see, it does mostly suppression damage. And now it comes out to attack my cruiser. I can't really prevent him doing that. So artillery, how far can it move? It can move pretty far. And we will go inland. How far inland do we want to go? We want to go exactly there. Now we can go give some support to Stavanger when we get that far. I think I want to maybe shoot down some of these Norwegians. and this is what I'm talking about. I can repair it, but am I really going to sink so many points into something that doesn't really bother me? Doesn't really matter. Naval forts have, for some very peculiar reason, somewhat shorter range. Same here, this is not expensive, but there is no point. Could maybe rebase this here, but I think this is just as far. So it won't help. These are Jaegers. They will attack from high ground. I get an accuracy bonus for that. And now my tank can get a little... And now it gets a medal for the first time, and it's called Steamroller. So now it can actually attack into hills or against defended things that have support and still overrun them, provided it can kill them, of course. So the tank got more powerful. So these medals are more like the old heroes, I would say, because they stick to that unit. The new heroes are flexible and can be moved around. So the Fallschirm, he will go here, and we magically, whoops, head into his plane again. He will go forward, go forward. Go forward. So of course it would have been possible to land those two units, but I see no real reason to do so. I could also use this spotter plane that I completely forgot again. So now I have spent all my actions. These two can move but don't want to. There's a holding force there. These are done. And this paratrooper, maybe that's an idea. I could maybe, but I don't think I can. Can I drop? No, I can't drop this round, so I have to wait. Oh, I really hate that artillery gun. Okay, so the enemy has units in this area. And we have bad weather again. And I think this will be enough to assault it. Because I will have help from these ships. To remove some entrenchment. This is a pioneer, so I think this one will drive in the opposite direction. It will move forward, and it will drop. This is a clear hex. You can turn off the hex sites if you don't want to have them, or you can make them very, very faint, or you can make them even more prominent than I have. Okay, so this is the Yunka. So drop a bomb there. Pioneer. Jaeger. No. Okay, there it goes. Jaeger, 2 Jaeger, so they will have very good close defense. Pioneer can go here. Now my planes here have taken a beating. Well, there's not much else. So we very nearly killed it, but because I have bad luck, I can guarantee you if I did not have bad luck, at least one of the planes would have gotten a good result and it would have gone down. So you can see I have a lot extra units, but sometimes I need that extra shot to take things out. On the other hand, I never have to complain about never getting those lucky shots, because they won't happen. Okay. I think I saw something here, yes. And off to Oslo. And I already did this stuff so that I can take Stavanger next round. I can bring out the ship as well, but that's no purpose down there. Just a spotter plane, no more attacks. This artillery shoots at me. And now this weird tendency to leave the defensive position to attack ships sailing along the coastline. If they could do serious damage, then maybe, but they can't actually do that. So that gives me the opportunity to move in there and into the hill. And this one can go offensively there, and I can capture. So this is a little bit annoying. I think that is an area where the game it's good already, but it could definitely get better, because now you see my offensive is much easier, and standing around in the open without entrenchment is of course extremely dangerous. Now I think the odds are much better, yes. Now we can. No, he didn't even retreat, he surrendered. Yes, because I have zone of control here, so there is nowhere you can go. I could go. So perimeter control also helps you retreat should you need that. That's an interesting observation. Have to take out this one. I could have bombed it first, but it wouldn't have helped much because it is one entity, so it shoots at full strength no matter what I do. Here I will advance this guy to strike at the artillery here. So now we have 4938. This one is the least exposed, so it will attack first. Now this one will come. So now I have various options, but I think the best option would be going... No, why? Is this an open hex or is it hills? That is sometimes a bit hard to see. Okay, I thought it could make it there. Well, it will go there. And it will shoot. It can shoot when it doesn't disembark, and the artillery can go stand in the middle of the circle here. Maybe this guy will go here and attack me. I don't know. I didn't think of that before moving. These things happen. So maximum suppression. And we got him to orange. Dark green, light yellow, orange, and then red determines how much suppression is left. I guess how much suppression. No, that's a bad idea because 1, 2, 3, it might actually hurt my poor, because I have it in a truck. Something like that. And did I already do this? No. Not so great odds yet. Do I bother with this? No. No, I don't think that is very smart. Yes, I think this is smart. Felt very exposed there. Oh, I also have captured this airfield. That didn't go so well for the aim. Okay. Yes. And also ships in coastal waters extend zone of control into land, and units on land extend into here. I think it is to prevent too easy movement through fjords like this. I'm not sure it will be. It is intended to be the final release, so to speak. I haven't really thought too much about that. So we chase him out and we get a good kill. And we can even move this one and set up the artillery. This is probably a clear hex, yes. So I can complete the ring here. Relatively quick to my attacks here. Not sure the Snellboat captain liked how I just threw his life away and that of his men. I will just have to suck it up. I'm not gonna move those ships anymore because they will serve no further purpose. And these are my pioneers, yes. I know all these guys get adjacency bonuses from the so ignores the rather heavy entrenchment of the enemy here. So clear hex, but I'm much stronger than he is. So I think that was his last line of defense. Maybe some units further inland in this area, maybe, or not. Depends. So we have done all the small stuff. We still have the fighters left, but I don't see. They have this anti-air cannon here. so I don't think I will focus too much on that now. I think I will instead just take out this guy. And you can see my super high defense on the engineers. It punishes him a lot. So we can go here. And we could go even here. And use this for screening instead. And now there is no chance of anti-air. So now I can actually move my fighters forward. I think we have discussed that maybe anti-air needs to be a little more deadly on its own. But it feels maybe too weak. It got the same percentage as artillery shooting. Maybe it should be 40-60 or 30-70 or something. I don't know. I don't think he has any more planes, so I will not waste any prestige reinforcing those guys. Let's see if I forgot some unit. I used next unit. There are shortcuts for these, so I still manage to forget things sometimes. But so he comes running around, attacking my auxiliaries. They actually have higher initiative than he. Ah, that was mean. I didn't think it could go all the way around, but he had a mountain infantry probably. Okay, that nearly cost me an artillery piece. I should probably be more careful. Let's start by cleaning up this mess. There was that. Driving my tank. Can maybe do a flanking maneuver here. Yes, I could. I want this one over here. Yes, hills. So pioneers. Getting recon bonus, double mass attack bonus. He will not last long. And then I can just sweep him up with this one. Yes, we can do this. I think that's a pretty good advance. How much is it to repair? 337? No, forget it. It will just stand here in Oslo and feel sorry for itself. Do I have any mobile units? No. As you can see, I again get a little eager, so the forces here that are supposed to be holding back and waiting for this bunch and this bunch, there is no reason to push forward, but it sort of happens, so I think it maybe happens to the best of us. Not that I'm the best, but it happens. Okay, so I don't think there's a lot I can do at this point. Stand around and die, maybe. So, okay, so now I get the recon bonus, of course. Okay, so everything is safe here, so I might as well capture. Everything is done in this sector. I had a lot of bad weather, that's true. Norwegian infantry. They're pretty mean. Do they have close combat force march? Close defense? No, they seem pretty ordinary. Just to get the mass attack bonus. Okay, so he has one guy over in this area. Is that reason for concern? Oh, I can set up some flank security here. Send them around. I don't expect the tank to be doing much. And that should be it. Okay. This is as entrenchment. Okay, so he did more damage to me than I did to him. Can I say I'm mildly regretting the bad luck trait now? Because I feel like this is punishing me now. Surrenders. I think that accounts for all Norwegian units, and we can capture the last X. Okay, that's it.